The national average price of gasoline has climbed to a politically sensitive $4 per gallon. That's amid the ongoing Iran conflict. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, he warns Iran that the coming days will be decisive in determining whether the conflict ends in a deal or further escalation. Now we turn to an article from Zero Hedge. It reports that the national average price for regular gasoline has climbed to $4 per gallon. That's the highest level since 2022, and it is a politically sensitive threshold for the Trump administration. The spike, it's driven by ongoing disruptions in global oil markets that are tied to the U.S.-Israel campaign against Iran, including attacks on Iranian oil infrastructure and fears that the Strait of Hormuz could be closed or heavily disrupted. Zero Hedge notes that the price surge, it comes at a particularly difficult moment for President Trump, who is actively seeking, we're told, an off-ramp from the conflict, perhaps to stabilize energy markets and escape the pressure on the American consumer, particularly with the midterms coming up. The article highlights that the higher fuel costs, they're rippling through the economy. We have rising transportation costs, which generally means rising prices in goods. Analysts, they say sustained $4 a gallon, well, that could hurt Trump's approval ratings, and it could complicate Republican chances in the 2026 midterms. An article from I-24 News reports that U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has issued a strong warning to Iran, stating that the upcoming days will be, well, critical in determining whether the conflict concludes with a deal or escalates further. Hegseth made these remarks during a Pentagon briefing, and he emphasized that the U.S. is fully prepared for either outcome, but they remain open to a negotiated resolution. He underscored that any agreement must require Iran to accept no enrichment and to relinquish its stockpile of enriched uranium. Hegseth warned that if Iran opts for continued aggression instead of serious negotiations, the U.S. military response will be decisive and overwhelming. The statement, it comes amid reports that indirect negotiations are indeed ongoing, as additional U.S. military assets, including Marines and fighter squadrons, are arriving in the region. Watch this.
On the battlefield, because of the latitude the president has given us, American firepower is only increasing. Iran's decreasing. We have more and more options, and they have less. Just 1 month in, only 1 month, we set the terms. The upcoming days will be decisive. Iran knows that, and there's almost nothing they can militarily do about it. Yes, they will still shoot some missiles, but we will shoot them down. Of note, the last 24 hours saw the lowest number of enemy missiles and drones fired by Iran. They will go underground, but we will find them. We recently destroyed another one of their command bunkers. Leaders forced to flee. No water, no power, no oxygen, no command and control. Their faith in their caves diminishing. The latest intel is clear out of CENTCOM. Our strikes are damaging the morale of the Iranian military, leading to widespread desertions, key personnel shortages, and causing frustrations amongst senior leaders. Just last night, we had 200 dynamic strikes alone. Dynamic strike is a strike where a pilot leaves, and during their flight, they get a new target set based on real-time intel given to them. A new launcher, a new location, a new troop formation. A dynamic target is one that changes while you're in the air because of improved intelligence. 200 dynamic strikes alone, in addition to the pre-planned targets. The video the president posted last night of Esfahan, an ammo depot struck by U.S. bombers. You see, you don't get to see many of those videos because, as a reminder, Iran has still shut off the internet to 99.9% of its population. But if Iran is wise, they will cut a deal. President Trump doesn't bluff, and he does not back down. You can ask Khomeini about that. The new Iranian regime should know that by now. This new regime, because regime change has occurred, should be wiser than the last. President Trump will make a deal. He is willing. And the terms of the deal are known to them. If Iran is not willing, then the United States War Department will continue with even more intensity.